Welcome to these neck stretches for relieving tension through the neck and through the shoulders. Hi, I'm Michelle, and these physiotherapy exercises are going to help you relieve tension through the neck and through the shoulders. It's a simple routine. It'll take you about 5 minutes, and it's a nice way of taking a break throughout the day just to take tension out of these muscles. They can tend to get tight during the course of the day. Keep the exercises comfortable throughout and cease any exercise that causes you any discomfort, as always. So what we'll do is we'll start, sit yourself nice and tall or standing tall. You can do these sitting or standing, and start with some shoulder rolls, forward, up, back and around. Nice big circles through the shoulder girdle, and again forward, up, back and around. And now let's take the chin down to the chest. So we're going chin down slowly. Can you get your chin to your chest? Feel a little stretch in the back of the neck and come back up. And let's take that again, down, forward, just slowly. And then come back up and release. So let's start with our neck exercises. We're going to start with ear to shoulder stretch. So let's take the ear to the shoulder. Okay, so I'm taking my left ear to my left shoulder, bring my fingertips over the top, and my right hand comes either down my thigh, behind my back, or hold on to underneath your chair with your right hand. This is a stretch for through the side of the neck here, and you need to keep the shoulder down. So if that shoulder lifts, you won't get the stretch. So you need to keep that shoulder down and the nose facing forward as you do this stretch, to stretch through the side of the neck. Just relax your breathing with that stretch. Just gentle overpressure with the fingers. And release and let go. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So right ear to right shoulder, just taking it across, keep the nose facing forward. You can do this without the overpressure if you like to. Left shoulder stays down. And then if you like to, you can bring the right hand up and just guide gently with the fingertips, ear down to the shoulder, making sure that you're keeping that other shoulder down to get that effective stretch. Good. And come up and release. Remembering you can pause the video at any time if you'd like to take these stretches any longer. So let's now move into our next stretch. We're going to move into these back of the neck muscles here that tend to get tight with tension. I'm going to help to relax these and stretch them out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the nose around to the armpit. So nose comes around to your right armpit. Keep the left hand down the thigh or holding on underneath the chair. Now to increase that stretch, bring your right hand up. Just with fingertips, apply a gentle pressure through the back of the head. And you'll feel this directed more towards the back of the neck this time rather than the side of the neck, which was the last exercise. So these muscles here, your upper trapezius muscles, can get really tight during the course of the day. So this is a nice way to stretch them out and relieve tension. Just trying to relax the breath with the stretch. And let's come back up. And we'll repeat the same stretch on the other side. So nose comes around and down to the left armpit. Right hand is down either underneath the chair or sliding it down your thigh. The left hand can come up. And again, guide your nose gently down towards the armpit. And you'll find that you can change the angle there of the stretch by just rotating the chin through. And you'll find the best angle for you to direct that stretch. I feel it up into the back of my neck through there, but you might feel it down into the shoulder as well. We're all different, so we all hold tension in different places of our neck muscles. Okay, and now let's just release and come down. So this stretch is for the back of the neck muscles. So what we're going to do now is guide your nose around and down. If you're sitting down, look down to the middle of your right thigh, or if you're standing, look down to your toes. Keep the left hand down and now behind your back. So reaching down behind your chair or behind your thigh if you're standing, and bring the right hand up and gently guide your nose down towards your thigh or towards the toes. Now this is a stretch for a muscle called levator scapula, and levator scapula means really lift the shoulder, and that's the action of this muscle that tends to do that. So we're lengthening it out. So if you're someone who finds that your shoulders are riding up towards your ears during the course of the day, this is a nice stretch to do. And let's release slowly. It's also a really nice anti-headache stretch too. Nose around to the other side. So we're going to guide it nose down, middle of the thigh or the toes on the left side. Right hand comes down behind your back to pull that shoulder down. Remember, we're lengthening through there. And bring the left hand up, nose down. And feel the stretch into the back of the neck and into the shoulder blade too. Breathing out with the stretch again. And let's slowly release and let go. Nice big shoulder circle forward, up, back and around. Now let's finish up with back of the neck stretches. A couple of little small stretches here. I'd like you to sit yourself tall or stand tall. Bring your hands up behind your head, just fingertip pressure there. And we're going to take the chin straight down towards the chest. So that stretches directly through the back of the neck and maybe even into the upper back. So hold that stretch there, breathe out, just gentle pressure through your fingers. And as I said earlier, some of these stretches you might not even need to use finger pressure. You might just like to use the action, especially if you're a beginner just starting out with these stretches. Now let's release that and just progress it a tiny little bit so that it stretches up into the base of the skull through that area there. So bring your elbows close together, sit tall, and this is just a tiny chin tuck. So just a small chin tuck, bring your head forward and you'll feel that stretch directed much higher in the neck into the base of the skull this time. And this is another one of those stretches that's particularly good for headaches with neck muscle tension. So particularly good for relieving that. And let's slowly release and bring your arms down. Nice big shoulder circle forward, up, back and around. Breathing in, lift up. Breathe out, let any tension go, the remaining. And one more time, breathing in and breathing out and let go. So you can do these neck exercises and neck stretching routine anytime during the course of the day that you choose to, anytime that you feel that you need to take some tension and relax through your neck and your shoulders. So if you want some more relaxation exercises, coming up next is a 10-minute guided relaxation routine, whole body relaxation routine that you might like to do too. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like below because then YouTube will recommend the video to other men and women that can benefit too. Thanks so much for your time and for watching today. Look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye for now.